Ms. Smith, thanks for coming in today.
Oh, no problem. What's this all about?
First, this is my associate, Eric Hewitt. He's another housing specialist here. He's just going to sit in on the meeting, okay?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay. Now, you got the letter from us. Do you have any idea why we'd send you that letter?
I don't know, something wrong with my paperwork? Is there, I'm doing my recertification. Is there something I'm missing? Or
Well, let's talk about that paperwork. So, you've got your annual recertification coming up.
Right.
May 1st.
Right.
Okay. Who's in the household right now?
My son Matthew and my daughter Susan.
Okay. And what income we got coming into the house?
Child support is the only regular income that I have coming in, and I get food stamps.
Okay. Now let me ask you, at your last recertification, you were receiving unemployment.
Yeah, that ended.
When did that end?
Probably like late summer, early fall.
Late summer, early fall.
I think it just ran out.
Maybe around like early October?
Maybe. Somewhere around then.
Gotcha. And since then, you didn't let us know because we would have been able to adjust your rent.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
How you been surviving with just child support and those two kids?
Well, I did have a temp job for a little bit.
Didn't last?
Well, they call me in every once in a while, but I didn't think I had to report that because it's sporadic. It's every once in a while.
Every once in a while. All right. Well, let me just tell you one of the main reasons you're here. What we did was have what we call an EIV finding. We found out that enterprise income verification is this tracking software we use, this information we use to gather information on employment income and when you start, stop a job, things like that. And what we found out was that you were hired over at Dunder Mifflin on October 7th, 2011. Maybe around the same time you stopped receiving unemployment.
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, what we did was we took that authorization form you filled out at your last recertification, attached it to a green employment verification form, and we sent it off to your employer.
Yeah.
So why don't you just take a look at this? So your employer filled it out just 5 days ago, saying that you were hired on October 7th, 2011, and as you can see here, it says that you're currently still working there.
Well, yeah, they still call me every once in a while, like when somebody goes on vacation.
Yeah.
I just work in the warehouse, like moving boxes and stuff, and it'll be like a couple hours here and there, but...
25 hours a week. $8.50 an hour.
Well, I mean...
$1,200 the last 4 weeks.
When it first started, it was just like maybe like 1 or 2 hours a week, and now, I mean, I am getting called every once in a while.
1 or 2 hours a week?
When it first started.
Oh.
Yeah.
$5,500 since last October. That's how you're supporting your kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have to pay my bills.
So you don't think we needed to know about this?
Well, if I would have told you, my portion would have gone up.
Of course. This is an income-based program.
Well, I didn't know...
Your portion is based on the amount of income that's coming into the house.
I didn't know that you guys made changes throughout the year. I thought you just did my research.
You just came out of the program 2 years ago. Your orientation's probably fresh in your memory. How long did you wait for your assistance when you applied?
I don't know, like 8 years?
8 years. You know the waiting list is closed now?
Really?
You know there's thousands and thousands of family that would die for this assistance? That they would want to follow the rules? Reporting income?
So when was I supposed to have let you guys know?
Within 30 days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well, what are we going to do? I mean, am I going to lose my... Are you guys going to cut me off?
The other thing is, here's your May 1, the annual recertification app that you got coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And all you circled was food stamps and child support.
Well, yeah, because it's a part-time job and it's a temporary job. So I don't really get a lot of income from that, and it's not something that I can depend on. You know, it's just every once in a while. Like, it's not like I get $150 a week.
Mm. Well, according to that employment form, $1,200 over the last 4 weeks. That's a little more than $150 a week.
Somebody's been on vacation, so I've been filling in for them.
Well, this averages out to almost $18,000 a year in annual income.
Well, I've been waiting for them to hire me like as a real employee.
Well, listen. Let's just stop beating around the bush here. Now, this is the first time since you've been on the program that we've had an issue with reported income. So I can't tell you what's going to happen, but what I can do is go back to my supervisor and ask them that since this is the first time that possibly we can offer you a repayment agreement.
What's
One of the
that?
forms that you signed when you came on was what we call the debts owed. That if you didn't report timely accurate household income and family composition, and we overpaid in housing assistance payment to the landlord, you could end up owing some of that back. Now that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Would I have to pay it all at the same time?
No, what we're going to do, we're going to find out if you had reported your income in a timely manner, when we would have added it, and how much difference it would have made in payments we were making to the landlord had you reported it. That difference, we'll add it up, we'll break it out over 12 months, excuse me, and then that's what you're going to owe back on a monthly basis. Let me warn you too though, if you agree to accept the repayment agreement and you fail to make a scheduled payment, you're going to risk losing your assistance all over again. Now, we could still go to an informal hearing if you'd like, but I'm suggesting to you, if I can convince my supervisor to let them accept the repayment agreement, that this is the best step for you at this point. But if this happens again, if you might not have me as a housing specialist, you might have Eric, you might have someone else here, but you won't be offered a repayment agreement again to remain on the program.
Well, I guess I got to do what I got to do to keep my assistance.
Yeah. So what we're going to also do is now your May recertification is coming up, but we're going to add this income. It's February 1st. We're going to add this income now for March 1st. Okay, it's 30 days away. We're going to give you notice. I'm going to finish this paperwork today. I'm going to send it off, knowing you know what your portion is going to be for March 1st. Okay. In addition to that, I'm going to send you the repayment agreement in the mail. You need to sign it and send it back. If I don't have it in the allotted time that's on that form, you're going to end up getting a final termination.
Well, I'll send it back. I don't want to lose my assistance.
We don't want you to lose it either. Now, the other thing is child support, and that's all you had coming in before this in unemployment. You might be a good candidate for what we call a family self-sufficiency program. Now, I'm not going to attempt to explain it as articulately as some of our FSS coordinators can, but I'm going to give you their information before we leave here today. I suggest you call them because there is a great opportunity here for you to take advantage of what they call free money. We could be sacking away money on a monthly basis.
I think I heard about that at my orientation.
Yeah, we don't want to penalize you for making more money.
Yeah, I think that sounds good because I do want to buy my house someday.
There you go. All right, Ms. Smith, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll be talking to you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.